I care with my subscriber and realize not all players have a lucky phone to play, but some of my subscribers have lower devices specifications, like lower RAM or smaller internal storages. So this video will help you to get the best RPG that will be playable on your phone. Please like this video, thanks. Top 12 Best Small Size Games RPG and Low Spec Phone Games RPG for Android, iOS, offline, online. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Magic Quest. Magic Quest. This game is pretty amazing for a portrait game action RPG. I really love the game mechanism. Combat has fully with element base, so we can make a great combination of the elements between wind, fire and earth. Those elements will make a variation of effect skill visual based on which elements you combine with. Each time we clear the stage, then we can pick some new elements as our skill or upgrade the elements by picking the same elements that you already have. Then, the power of the skill will be increasing. Magic Quest is a character-based game, so you can strengthen your heroes by equipping new weapons, and your hero appearance will be adjusted by the equipment you are wearing. Upgrade them and also your element to increase your power. This RPG game is only 164 MB size, which is a very small size RPG offline for low-end phones. Lvelup RPG. Lvelup RPG. As a YouTuber, I really got my own satisfaction when I can share the best game RPG that not many players know and not noticed by the other players. Just like this best hidden RPG game, Lvelup RPG is an open world game that allows us to explore the whole world, like in the village that we are able to interact with some NPC like inn, guild master, shop, items and blacksmith. I was surprised when I tried to create my first weapon through Forge on the blacksmith, then I got my first SSR sword. It was so overpowered for me. I can easily kill the whole monster I faced on the first battle area. Anyway, you can unlock the new area by reaching a certain level. I think most of you don't even notice if this game is the best offline RPG. Just turn off your connection and select no internet connection and enjoy the game. When your character level 300, you will unlock the multiplayer mode, which is online. Each time character level up, then we will get 6 attributes point and place it into the right abilities attribute like attack, vitality, agility and intelligence. Rogue Slasher. Rogue Slasher offline ARPG. This game is truly magnificent, even if it's only a dungeon-based game, but it also allows the player to walk around in the village and buy some new weapon. So our hero is able to equip variation of weapon like spear, hammer, axe, sword, pistol. But actually we will bring 2 weapons at the same time. It's switchable between the secondary weapon for a long range and primary weapon for a melee combat. Hold down the bow to deal way more damage. When you face the huge boss, he needs more time to unleash the skill, so we need to evade it by tapping the dodge button. This best offline small size RPG has roguelike game style. Each time we clear the stage, then we can pick one selected ability from 3 options. Get this game by downloading 285 MB only. Best game RPG for low-end devices. Kritika. Kritika, the White Knight. This online action RPG is one of the most legendary hack and slash on mobile. Probably the pioneer. It's been exists for more than 7 years. That's a pretty insane achievement for mobile games, especially it's downloaded by 10 million players. If your phone only has low spec phone like 3 GB RAM and has old version devices, then I highly recommend Kritika the White Knight. You will get so many options of character selections with a different skill and weapon. It doesn't have any storyline, it's full of action with super fast combat. We can pick the assist ally just before we enter the combat, which is really strong character. Releasing the special skill will cost some energy that can be refilled through hitting the enemy. Unfortunately, you cannot rotate the view angle, only from a top-down perspective. SAWERIA RPG. Shadow RPG fighting games. This game always get a new update by the developer, that's why it can survive on Play Store until now. The graphics have enhanced more and more, even need more optimization on some aspects like graphic, character movement, and character action. The one thing I really notice is we need aim assist to make the player lock the enemy easier in combat. Actually, this offline game has a semi-open world game. We can explore the world but in limited areas, because each time we clear the mission, then we will move into a different area. Make sure to check the treasure around and be able to double it by watching the ads. The combat battle allows us to do a stealth one hit for instant kill if we lock the enemy from a blind spot. Skill is available to use as well. The best small size RPG for low-end phones is about 168 MB. Brief Story Magic Dungeon. Brief Story Magic Dungeon. This is a RPG dungeon-based game. We need to clear each area to all unlock the next area, like in the forest or desert area. Each of the areas has so many monsters that will appear. We can slash them all by our sword and swipe the enemy to prevent the attack. The game is pretty easy to navigate because it is made for portrait mode or vertical games, so we can easily control the game by using one finger to do everything. To support the adventure, we can use a skill button and items button. But if you cannot pass the stage, then try to come back to the lobby and ask the goddess to heal your wound and restore the HP. This is the best online small size RPG games in 129 MB size game. Grim Soul Adventure. Grim Soul Adventure. This game only has a very small size for a survival RPG game. It's about 286 MB size and playable online. Seriously, this game has so much potential in the future. The graphic and the movement is pretty smooth. I really love it has so many features that players can do while playing it, like build a home base, collecting some material like wood by cutting down the tree, and collecting some stone by hitting the large stone with a pickaxe. While you are grinding some material, make sure you focus on the situation around, because the zombie is walking around and will come after you aggressively. With your sword, you can slash them all easily. Anyway, you will get a free sword from the developer since you started the game. If you would like a dark fantasy theme game, then this game will be awesome. Shadow Blood. Shadow Blood. This game is truly a masterpiece for low-end phones game. Such a high graphic action game RPG we can enjoy by downloading 439 MB size. The game has a cool character design with different classes, which are dual sword, archer, hammer, sword and shield, or paladin. Every hero has their own combat style, so make sure you understand their role first before entering the boss stage. When you just started the game, then you will realize how easy the game is. But that's only for the second or third first stages. Then you will find a high difficult level that you need to sweep more stages. By clearing the stage first with fully 3 stars, then you are able to easily grinding the equipment by sweeping the battle. Actually, you need a connection to run this game, but ping strength is not really matter, which is it's really become a low-end phone friendly action RPG game for Android and iOS. Polygon Fantasy. Polygon Fantasy, Diablo-like action RPG. As the game name, you will easily notice this game much inspired by Diablo game. This game has 3 character classes, which are Warrior, Witch, and Rogue. Each character has a different power to attacks, defense, and crowd control. The game has a quick gameplay tutorial which is pretty easy to learn. The skill of our hero will directly learn through the prologue. We don't need to think of the energy, stamina, or even gauge bar because our skill will not consume anything. We just need to wait for the cooldown time finish to unleash the skill. Even this game was inspired by Diablo, but it has a bright vibes and not a dark fantasy theme anyway. You need to connect with an internet connection to download more extra data inside. The best game RPG mobile for low-end devices. Dynasty Legend. Dynasty Legend. This game pretty much look like Dynasty Warrior. Look at how the character's design has fully looked like a king from a Chinese theme. Even we can see the Lubu as the opponent, which has the strongest power. The gameplay is an action RPG hack and slash game. We need some energy to unleash the skill, but hitting the enemy with basic attack will generate the energy eventually. The whole combat will present a massive battle, so you will play a single player and face a ton of massive numbers of the enemies at once, but it's pretty weird, they all seems really weak. In fact, all of our skills have area of effect, so just using your AoE skill will easily wipe them out at once. I think this game will fit on mid-range pawns because the skill showcase is pretty flashy. Game of Gods. Game of Gods, all players will be surprised by how possible a great game RPG with a higher visual and super smooth control can be downloaded in a very small size, just 185 MB. It's impossible. I think more game developers should learn on this game. Overall, the first impression I got while playing this game for the first time is it has a Hades similarity visual, so unique color ambience. This game has a roguelike action game hack and slash. The main character will have a baseball stick as his main weapon. At a certain level, you can buy some equipment by in-game gold. Sometimes if you're lucky enough, then you can buy it through discount for a less price. The combat mechanism lets the player to do a counter attack when you make a perfect timing of dodging. Get a new ability each time we clear the stage. Guardian Hunter. Guardian Hunter. This game really well designed with cute chibi characters. In game, we can get Guardian by killing the common monster on the stages. The Guardian will grant our power significantly, especially when you come into the dungeon with a Guardian and also an assist character that we get through from the other players. The game has a top-down view perspective that makes our character's head bigger than his body, which is really cute. Each time we enter the dungeon, we will have 5 spare each of the HP potion and mana potion. All of the skill needs mana to cast, so be wise on unleashing the skill. Equip your equipment heroes will make your characters look better. Best game for low-end pawns and small size RPG online games for 239 MB.